Radical.
Welcome to Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for March the 27th through April the 2nd, 2023. Short comments, quick replies. Red Stress 97. I'll never pay $70 for a game. I'm fine waiting a year or two for the game to drop to $20. Well, you're smart on that there, Red Stratus. You're smart on that. Unless it's a gotta-have-it game. Unless it's something you got to have day one, unless it's something that you and every single person you know is going to get online and play it day one, or something like a Grand Theft Auto, or something like maybe like the next Elder Scrolls game, you know, a huge game that you're going to spend months and months and months in. I don't see the need in getting a game day one, especially now that there still, thankfully, is the used market. But in the future, you know, when it comes to games, there's not even going to be a huge used market. Now that there's a used market, instantly, weeks, months after release, the game drops down progressively more and more and more, depending on what kind of game it is and how sought after it is. Most games are not going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. So there's going to be new games that come in, and it makes the old ones lower in price. Especially if these retailers like, you know, Walmart, Target, what have you, they have new games that come in, so they have to clearance out the old stuff. So right now, especially, like I said, when there still is a physical market, there is almost no reason to pay $70 for a game on day one. Didactic Death. E3 has only been worth a while now, really, for the epic fails of certain presenters and celeb guest Jamie Kennedy. Man, Jamie Kennedy, let me tell you about Jamie Kennedy. I've never seen such a big fall off for a, quote, celebrity. I mean, this guy was in a Mask movie. This guy was in a featured movie where he played, you know, fake gangsta, wankster rapper. I don't know what his name was in there. Malibu's Most Wanted. Don't be hating. Yeah, I can't think of a bigger drop-off for a celebrity than Jamie Kennedy. Also, he was a stand-up comedian, but I don't think his stand-up was really that great. Maybe I'm missing something here. I don't see what happened, but that makes me want to search it up. After I record this, I'm probably going to search up E3 fails Jamie Kennedy. Martyville. I used to always get excited, but since 2013, I keep forgetting about it existing. Nothing happens worth talking about, in my opinion. Yeah, E3 used to be a place, used to be a time where you could count on huge things happening at E3. Everybody would say, just wait to E3, wait to E3, wait to the reveals. Nowadays, even with Nintendo, you have like Nintendo Direct. And there's like a PlayStation version, you know, where or even maybe things just get leaked prior. So it's a different world we live in now than 2013, to where there's leak culture and there's so many more gaming analysts and people out there trying to get and insiders and what have you. So anything that's really big news usually go ahead and it gets leaked or dropped before E3 anyways. So yeah, you're right on that. Penguin Wizard. E3 has been terrible for years because they always take forever to show off the games and rather show off some pretentious concert with celebrity guests that most don't care for. Yeah, I don't really get the point in showing off a lot of celebrities that have nothing to do with the video games. Now, if it's Tony Hawk, that would make sense. Let's say if you have Tony Hawk come out to talk about a new Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. That would be pretty epic. You know, or maybe a basketball star comes out to talk about a new installment of NBA 2K. I'm not talking about like some bench warmer, but like, you know, a LeBron James or a Steph Curry comes out to talk about a new game. Then that's something. But when it comes to celebrity guests, most of the time, so Jamie Kennedy was a celebrity, quote celebrity there. Most of the time, it seems to be like a lot of hacks and has-beens and not any A-lister celebrities, right? It would be much better to have A-lister star celebrities in the gaming community, whoever they would be. Who would be like a gaming celebrity? I'm seriously asking, like, who would be the gaming celebrity? I guess streamers now? Dr. Death, Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Sunglasses with the mullet. You see, I don't even remember what his name is. shows how much there are celebrities in the gaming sector. I, you know, they're not like real life like movie stars and celebrities or music stars and celebrities. It's just a different level of celebrity, you know? So I agree with you there, Penguin Wizard. Wayne DeVenger, you said it. Nintendo Direct made E3 redundant. Not enough people want to hear about a bunch of lifeless non-Nintendo games. I mainly want to hear about Zelda, Mario, Metroid, and Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem series, I don't think I've ever played the Fire Emblem series. You highly recommend that? I've thought about it. It's weird when you say lifeless. I guess a lot of people compare like a lifeless, like grayish type game like a Gears of War to something, you know, Mario-like, you know. It's, you know, very colorful and everything. So, lifeless. I don't know, lifeless? You mean lacking of... There's games out there that are not lifeless. You mean like joyless, I suppose, would be a better, accurate way? Joyless? Because Nintendo games are very joyful and fun and colorful, you know, versus like a Gears of War type game. And I guess they stand apart like that, I suppose. And a lot of people feel that same way. They want to go directly to Nintendo Direct if they want to just check out the Nintendo games. And people that don't care about Nintendo and Nintendo Direct, well, they go to Xbox Direct and PlayStation Direct and whatever else they're directed to. Rune Mamba, I knew the Brooklyn Nets won the trade, but I didn't think the Mavs would do this poorly. They were 4th seed before the trade and now might even not make the play-in. I wonder what Cuban will do. Well, they did pretty good last year. They even went to the finals. I don't think a lot of people thought that the Mavericks would go to the finals last year. It's kind of a shocker, right? But the pairing of Kyrie and Luka was a good pairing. Now, you have a pairing of Kyrie, Luka, and Klay Thompson. So I haven't checked in the last couple of weeks, but they were on a bit of a losing streak. So I don't know if that's exactly a winning formula for the Mavs. We'll see how good they do this year. Might be a situation where like there's too many shooters there, and he might take shots away from too far superior shooters in Kyrie and Luka. I don't think I'm saying anything out there is not correct, right? You know, Klay's... I mean, he had his last game with the Warriors, he was 0 for 10. Have you ever seen Kyrie or Luka go 0 for 10? He's a bit washed. Patrice Bryant, milk necessary. I believe I tried it with almond milk. I enjoyed it, and it all worked out. Poop emoji, laugh out loud. I can't remember exactly what you're referring to, but we'll say lactate type milk, lactose-free milk is great for me. I don't know if I've talked about it or didn't upload on it, but it is really a life changer for me because I can't have dairy. I can't have cheese. But I sure as hell can have Lactaid. Sure as hell can have that, and it's amazing for digestion. You know, so many benefits. Milk has tons of vitamin A in it. Just, yeah. So it's also, I mean, I think everybody needs some kind of milk. Not just to comment like Captain Kirk when he comments milk, but I think everybody needs some kind of milk except for oat milk. Ooh, it's nasty. Just thinking about oat milk. Don't try oat milk. Carlomo, are you pulling a James Rolfe on us? Not enough time? Not enough time. Let me see here. Oh shit, I got 5 minutes. It's going to be 5:40 in 5 minutes. I got to speed this up. Yeah, I mean, I got plenty of time for the next 5 minutes until 5:40, that is. Davey Smith, I was hoping the channel would pass the 6K mark, but it just halted. YouTube isn't fair. Great show so far, Rick. Well, you were referring to, and did I add another comment here? I got 2 comments here. I'll go over the second one also. Joe Nev, Rick, I've truly enjoyed your professionalism and the high bar you have set for others to learn from in regards to quality in your work. As I always say, pursue your passions and dreams with all you've got, my friend. May God bless your journey, no matter where it leads. Godspeed, good sir. Okay. Well, I might have a separate upload talking about it in reference to my April the 1st upload from last year. Like I said, I'm not going to go on to it, but briefly, basically, it was my April Fools to fool people into thinking that I was leaving YouTube. And I did it a little too well. And I enjoy the kind comments here, Joe Nev. I appreciate that. Setting a high bar at times, I'll say. I mean, at times in commentary, I feel like I just kind of struggle, especially these days, because, like James Rolfe, time and everything. But at my peak, at my highest, I'm one of the best. And I'm very proud of what I built here is in regards to commentary through the years. Now, Davey Smith, you said you hope the channel would pass 6K. Well, since then it has passed 6K, but really it doesn't much matter to me because, one day I might gain 2 subscribers, another day I might lose 3. It doesn't really matter to me. Not to say people subscribing or not subscribing doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter to me because a lot of people are mercurial, if that's the word, and they might subscribe just because you're talking about a Tesla, or they might subscribe just because you're talking about a YouTuber, or they might subscribe just because you're talking about and cheering on a sports team. And those people, if you stop talking about those things, they'll probably just unsubscribe. And I say, okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to say fuck you and flip you off, but it doesn't matter to me because I'm not here to impress anybody in particular except yours truly. So, as long as I'm subscribed to myself, that's all that really matters. Okay. Where's that one? Give me a second. Here we go. Anam. I'm in the process of selling off all my games, really losing interest in this gotta collect everything mentality. I'm just fine emulating all the classics on a CRT. Used the money I made on a down payment for a WRX and I didn't miss them one bit. You made a down payment on an actual vehicle, a Subaru WRX. Believe it or not, the money that you're spending on all these video games, making sure you have the Marios and the old Silent Hills and all this cash you're spending, you can stop yourself and go, wait a second, I don't gotta collect everything. I don't have to have every issue of that Spider-Man run book or the Venom. I don't have to have all these baseball cards. I don't have to have this. I don't have to have that. You don't gotta collect them all. Contrary to popular belief and the Pokemans, you don't gotta have them all. And the less you realize you don't gotta have them all, you take that money and you reinvest it in other aspects of your life. Now, I hope you're enjoying that WRX, Anam, and you're doing burnouts and you're racing as fast as it can go and you're having fun. And all that time you're in it, you're thinking to yourself, wow, this is so much funner than collecting everything.